together, man. I love it, man. Oh man.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the one that's up for a Grammy nomination consideration. So
I'll be voting.
Can you thank you? If you can help spread the word, I'd really appreciate it.
You got it, bro. Anything together, man. I love it, man. Oh man.
Yeah, we definitely will. I know some
Grammy
that's
voters
the one
that's
well.
up for a Grammy nomination consideration. So
I'll be voting.
Can you thank you? If you can help spread the word, I'd really appreciate it.
You got it,
bro. I'm
gonna
promote that and the book.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we definitely will. Grammy nomination.
Yeah, that's the one that's up for a Grammy nomination consideration. So
I'll be voting.
Can you thank you? If you can help.
I think he's in a loop.
Yeah.
I just took care of it.
Okay.
I said I'm gonna help with the Grammy voting and the book as well.
Wow.
That's one of the things I do. I know a lot of guys that are still, involved with the music industry. They might not be at the label anymore, but they're, Grammy voters and different things. I actually have, I think I might have a list somewhere. I have to look. The last time I really promoted something was back in 2011. So I got to dig and see what I can find. But yeah, that was amazing. And I didn't actually know it was a regular video. I would actually played the video itself. But it's amazing to see you singing and then grabbing that trumpet and showing, hey, I can do both equally well. And the thing about it is that a lot of musicians, really can't sing. So by you like showing that, hey, if I can put this trumpet down if I want to, that's the message that I saw. Don't think I have to have this trumpet in my hand because I don't have to have it.
Well, to be really honest with you, I'm so proud to be from Cleveland. I really am. I mean, I would say that John and I and Michael, we're standing on the shoulders of greatness, Cleveland. And I just, being again, this moment of me reflecting, when I first started, we're talking about all these years ago and where we are today and where we're going, and again, being from Cleveland, I just can't wait to get back next month, to receive this merit award. It's sentimental to me because you think about a lot of times you're really hard on yourself in life sometimes, but then sometimes you just got to step back and see what you've done, through all of the, through all of the grind, what I'm saying, all these years. And then also, just reflecting because we've lost some very good, friends of ours along the way, Maurice Reedus and several other, musicians. And you just are just so thankful for, the brothers that you have, especially from your hometown that you grew up with. And, being able to, have people proud of you or, whatever, being an inspiration to people. It really means so, so, so much to me. And I really do thank you for having me on this show today.
Can I say something too? Is like Johnny just said, we had a lot of people to look up to, like again, not only the OJs, but Bobby Womack, Edwin Starr, these great people that we could go and see. And like I said, we just lost Joel Jackson, who we all went to school with, who he played, was behind us, but also you see him behind Marvin Gaye. He's the guitar player on Distant Lover, the live version, and we lost him about a month ago. So, but we could go. There was a place called the Syrah House in Cleveland.
And
you're right. I mean, you go there and you see, first of all three of us played there, but then, but the thing is, you could see Jimmy McGriff, you could see Jimmy Smith, you could see Hank Mobley, they'd be not playing there one night, they'd be there 5 nights, and you'd be there studying them, Lonnie Liston Smith, Eddie Lockjaw Davis, they all played the Syrah House, and we had these people to look at, and to study, and to actually be able to talk to them. 99% of them were very easy to talk to and pull you over and say, hey, young man, you do this way, you do this that way. I remember I asked a jazz guy, I asked Harvey Mason, I was scoring a film, And I said, I don't know how to do harp parts. I'm having problems. He said, well, just taking, write out the changes, let the harpist figure out the pedaling on it. So Johnny and Mike and I mean, we had these people were coming through Cleveland that we could actually sit down and talk to. And again, in the 80s, like they were in our neighborhoods that we could sit down and talk to. Yes.
It was in the neighborhood.
Right
around from Kennedy.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, we were
I can't believe they tore Kennedy down.
Yeah, that's we'll talk about it. When you get back home, man, we'll go and get you some to eat. I'll tell you that whole story. Okay. But again, Johnny I'm so proud of you, because like I said, I saw you from day one, and and watched your career, and we run into each other, times. And then if you want to see Johnny, we did the movie The Sax Man, and you'll see Johnny in there playing behind this whole sake, and then seeing playing congas and everything. So again, I love you much, man, and the family, man, so much. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, hey John, you gotta come see me. What is it? October 2nd. I'm at Catalina Jazz Club. I really want you to come to see me.
Okay.
It's like a pre-Grammy show.
Okay.
Really come the 2nd at Catalina Jazz Club. It's right before.
Yeah, I'll be there. We were there last year. I'll be there.
There was a jazz club in East Cleveland I used to go to when I lived on St. Clair and Hayden, Ida Rose, and it had some of the baddest cats in the world, man. It was called the East Town Motel.
Yeah, that's where I saw Donny Hathaway there.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah. I was there too. I saw Donny here too.
Yeah. George Benson and Sonny Stitt used to be there a lot.
I was gonna tell you this, John. Now, if you were there the same night I was there, because I had my little girlfriend, Charmaine, Donny played the ghetto show.
Yeah, I remember that.
So what?
Donny Hathaway played the ghetto for the whole show.
Right. I was there for 45 minutes. I remember. Me and Walt Williams of the OJs was there, and he came out and did 45 minutes just for the ghetto. Right?
The ghetto. Right. It was cold too. I remember that.
We were at the same show. Yeah. But we're from Cleveland. We're definitely from Cleveland.
Right. Oh man. Again, Johnny, I'm so proud of you, man. And I mean, we're just scratching.
Thanks for the kind words, Johnny. I'm blessed, man. And John too, man. You guys are like my heroes, man. And I'm yours too. So we all in the hero club. It's like.
You know what?
And also the thing I would just say that like we are all representing Cleveland, like for what we do. We're as we keep going through life and doing what we do as artists.
Yes,
we're from Cleveland. We're
the last of the Brohicans, man. I mean, we are truly blessed too to be at our age. Cheryl Levert only got 40 years on her. 40 years, and we got 28 more years than he got. So you be thankful every day.
Oh yeah.
Hey, speaking of being proud from Cleveland, we got Chad on here, and he's been putting a few comments in the chat. And Chad is from Cleveland originally too. He's in Florida now. But he also played with the Glenn Miller Band, I think it was.
All right, then.
Is that correct, Chad?
Yeah. Hey, Kermit. Thanks. Yeah. Hey, Johnny. Hey, John.
Hey, Chad.
Hey, Chad. Do you know a guy named Duncan Crooks?
Duncan Crooks.
Piano player. He played with the Glenn Miller Band. Bald-headed white guy. He's awesome. But anyway, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you,
Michael. Yeah. Johnny, great music, man. Really pleasure to get to hear you talk. I came up through Cleveland about 20 years too late to miss you guys. But you mentioned John Hay High School. I went to Cleveland School of the Arts, which is right across the street from John Hay. You mentioned Kenny Davis, man. Coming up in the early 90s, part of Cuyahoga Community College program, and I got to study with Kenny Davis, got to study with Neil Creaky, Greg Bandy. It was great. Like I knew about all you guys, but just such a great legacy in Cleveland. And I came up through that, and I played with Glenn Miller. I played with OJ's for a little bit. It's just an amazing experience, and
yeah.
an honor to be in your presence.
Thank you. Now, what do you play?
I play saxophone, clarinet, flute. I'm a woodwindist. Baritone sax was my main horn. I played that with Glenn Miller and with the OJs.
Nice.
Yeah, great to meet you. Thank you so much.
Nice meeting you too. Yeah, and what part of Florida are you in?
I'm in Central Florida now, around Kissimmee, Orlando.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll make sure hit me up so we can stay in touch.
You know, Johnny, you know who Chad should really check out is Bobby English.
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby. You know, grew up with me and Johnny and all that. Monster saxophone player. Monster. Yeah. He was with he was in Impromptu too, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was in our band. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Homeboy.
I want to mention some names from Cleveland just to show you some of the names that some of us may not even know or remember. You know, I'm looking at I Googled it. And you got 9 Inch Nails, Bone Thugs and Harmony, of course, Filter, The Moon Glows, Raspberries. That's Eric Carmen, right? The Raspberries. Dead Boys, James Gang, Mushroom Head, Pierre Ubu, Daz Band, Cloud Nothings, Cleveland Orchestra, Cobra Verde,
wow,
Chimera, The Choir, Rocket from the Tombs, Prison Shake, Nox Arcana, Contra, Electric Eels, the Jones Sister Trio, Colin DeSauce Blues, Gypsy Parade, Death of Samantha, the Starfires, Ring World, Branston, Blow Juniper, Forged in Flame, Contemporary Youth Orchestra, Narcissus, Euclid Beach Band, Salt the Wound, Michael Stanley Band, Moment in Black History, the Cleveland Quartet, City Music, the Pagans, Outsiders, Barnstorm, Wesley Arms, the Cowslingers, Altar Boys, Gluttons, Let's Stop, the Valentinos, Cleveland Orchestra Youth, Craw, CRAW, Darling Waste, Keel Hall, Opera, and of course, you know, we got Sly Slick and the Wicked and Kinsman Daz Band and all that. But just to show you all those names, I'm sure some of them hit your head. And
well,
a lot of them I never knew.
Oh no, well, the thing that's mostly like a lot of rock, but if you're talking about that genre, you're talking about Joe Walsh. Cleveland. Joe Walsh was from Cleveland. We said Wild Cherry, La Flavor. And then when you start, if you get around to the outskirts out around Akron, you got the Summer Switch, you have Howard Hewitt, you have James Ingram, you know. Again, that's just some, and again, Johnny and Calhoun and I were all immersed and lucky enough to see a lot of the people, like I said, that we're standing on the shoulders. Tracy Chapman that's from Cleveland.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she lived over in the Glenville area.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she's from Cleveland, and so again,
Tad Dameron too.
I'm sorry,
Tad Dameron too.
Yeah,
Tad Dameron. Woo.
Yeah. So, and then if you want to get into jazz, you had Little Jimmy Scott. You know, one of the greatest jazz singers that ever lived. He was from Cleveland. So again, Johnny again, he had a great like place to draw from, and you drew from it all. Like I said again, my brother, I'm so proud of you. You know, absolutely.
Well, we got to keep on doing it, brother.
Listen, before we do close our eyes, me, you, and Mike we got to do something together. We got to do a song or something together. You know,
that'd be cool.
Mike will get on guitar. You know, I can grab a bass. You can get on the trumpet. In fact, I haven't picked up my trumpet in a while, so you know, hey, I'll hold it up. You know, and then let's do. I'm serious, but I'm dead serious. You know, let's do something, man. You come out here to the house. I got a studio upstairs. You know, you know, because I love you much, man. Always.
Love you too, Brother John. Brother Calhoun, Brother Chad.
We definitely appreciate you. I just want to see if anybody else got any questions before we let you go that hadn't had a chance to talk. Anybody else? The real Linus? Somebody else, you put something in the chat. Anybody have anything they want to comment or say anything before we let Johnny go? You can unmute right now.
Let's do that, Johnny and John. That's what's up. Jazz, put the trumpet on there and singing. Send it to him, John. Send him that track and let's do it.
Let me know if y'all need any saxophone on there, right?
Sounds good, man. Bring it on
in. Send your number to Kevin so we can stay in touch with you.
All right. Oh, him? Yeah, Chad.
Ooh.
I wonder who that is.
I think it's Jimi Hendrix or Ernie Isley.
That's that Calhoun. That's that Calhoun, man. That boy crazy.
Yeah. He's crazy.
I'm gonna bring back a name for you guys. Sound like Joe Maple.
Joe Maple. Jimi Hendrix copy. Russell Evans. Yeah. Joe Maple. Yeah, I know all them cats, man. B. Lloyd Taylor. We could talk all day long, man, about all the bad guys.
Yeah, B. Lloyd Taylor. For everybody on the call, B. Lloyd Taylor was with also a group called SOUL. But
I remember some.
But also
Symbols of Sound. Some Symbols of Sound too.
Right, but also he wrote "Get Away" for Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, John, do you remember this cat? I forgot the name of the group. It was a 3-man group, and the lead singer's name was Handy. And he sounded, yeah. What is that?
Yeah, that was the Entertains.
Entertains.
I thought Mark Anthony sang with them, didn't he?
No. That was
no, Larry Hancock was with the Entertains. Hancock.
Yeah, it was Hancock, Alfred, and another guy. Alfred Wilson actually is a Facebook friend.
Yeah, the Entertains.
Yeah, Hancock and the Entertains. I gotta find myself a girl.
I mean, you gotta understand, man. We was listening to these kind of cats in Cleveland that were like killing. I mean, I just remember Handy. This cat sounded like Felipe Wynn or some stuff.
Yeah, he was bad. He was bad, man.
Dang.
Yeah. Hancock.
His name was Handy Hancock.
No, it's
Larry Hancock.
Larry Hancock, but they call him Handy or sometimes E-Joe. It depends on. With Lou Ragland, we call him E-Joe all the time.
So Handy was what's his real name?
We called him JY too.
Yeah, JY, right? Yeah, but it was Larry Hancock.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah, Larry Hancock he was a serious cat, man. That dude could blow, man. He was no joke.
And what was the name of that group?
Entertainment.
In fact, just go to YouTube and type in Entertains. I Gotta Find Myself the Girl. It's on there. Yeah, he had that falsetto, absolutely. And in fact, between you and us and everybody on this call, Eddie LeVert was listening a lot to Hancock because Eddie LeVert and OJ's ended up recording them.
Truth. Yeah.
I remember seeing the OJs when it was 5 of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Bobby Madison.
And they played at Giant Tigers. Remember Giant Tigers?
Upstairs. I saw the Delphonics up there too.
Giant Tigers?
Yep.
Saw the Delphonics. And then wait a minute, right across the street, down the street on the right-hand side across the tracks on 103rd and First Miles was the road south.
Yeah.
The road south.
Right.
They renamed Giant Tigers Gaylords.
Right. But my point is that we played in there with Al Wilson, show and tell, and then
I remember that.
Yeah, and then OJ built the clubhouse right across the street.
Right across the street. Vert. Yeah,
well, the thing about it was, like, we talked in here, and it was so much happening. It was so many places. It was just so much happening when we grew up. It was just like
it was crazy.
It was crazy. It was so much.
It was crazy.
And like John was talking about the Surround House and stuff. The place would be packed. Women,
oh my goodness,
people drinking, and we're like, I can hardly get in there because of my age or whatever. But man, people were smoking, Leo casinos.
Crazy, man.
It was just so much energy and happening, man, back then.
Talent. Man. Yeah, so much talent back then.
Yeah.
Man.
So really So answer your question. That's what I grew up in, you know, in regards to all the soul and stuff that I have. That's how it really got in me, you know, being around that, what we're talking about, at a young age and coming up through all that.
Inspired a lot of, and now you inspired a lot of brothers to come out the city. You made us proud, brother. You threw down, you still throwing down. I love it, man. Hope you get that Grammy, man.
Thank you, man.
You mentioned Leo's Casino a lot, right? Yeah. And I had talked to John before, and I couldn't think of the name after Leo's. It was Club Cabana, John. You remember that?
Yeah, the Club Cabana, right.
And then the reason why I know, like I told you, in 1975, I had the Club Cabana. In 75, it was condemned, but I went in there, did my thing with the fire department, the police department, and all of that, and had that. And that's how I met Dennis Cash. He was singing, and I was DJing, and he was singing a track date, and the record skipped because somebody came up there and hit the damn turntable, and he looked back at me like he could kill me. And that's why I would never forget Dennis. You know, they were singing. I think it was with Arrogant Imaginations then. I don't think it was Cash.
Well, we played across the street from there. Remember the Versailles? In fact, we played there. We opened for the Temps there. You know, they had the Versailles, and then, you know, the Circle Ballroom, and then the music box, the El Dorado, what is it? Right there on the corner of Euclid and 105th, the Broham Lounge.
Broham Lounge.
I definitely remember that
Detroit
name.
Emeralds. Us in Detroit Emeralds.
Winston Willis had that place, I think.
Right. You ever remember the thing called Dibby's Backstage? Y'all familiar with that name? A club on 93rd did a tracks going into Miles. Dibby's Backstage. No. Anyway, the Dells performed there one night. It was on my birthday. And I had my birthday party at Vale's after the show with the Dells. It was a beautiful show. And Marvin Jr. came to my birthday party. That was like one of the highlights of my life, to have somebody like Marvin Jr. from the Dells come to my birthday party at Vale's that night.
That's great, man.
Well, you know, too, another brother they don't talk about, I mean, that deserves to be mentioned here was Kenny Brown. You know, Kenny Brown. You know,
he's still around, the bass player, Gladys Knight and the Pips. Yeah, that's my buddy. Bell Telephone. He started Bell Telephone.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He played on our two singles when we were on Paramount, and then he became Gladys Knight's band director.
Yeah, it was just his birthday. Yeah, Kenny Brown.
Right, and who we just lost to, Willie Ross.
Willie Ross,
man. Really? I mean, you're talking about some serious guys, you know, that we all came up together and we would vibe off of each other, you know, and you know, and we were never mad at each other. We said, hey man, you know, come and jam. Because on Straw House on Sundays, you had the jam session from 3 to what was it, 3 to 5 or 3 to 7? And so we all jam together with the singers and just
that was Eddie Backus, the cats down there, man, throwing down, man.
And Eddie Backus for y'all was blind.
Yeah, he was blind. Jerry Baxter on drums, man. I remember all those guys, man.
Oh man.
Now, I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. I'm gonna leave y'all with this one real fast. It had to be over 10 years ago, but I was at the convention center. It was some kind of maybe Black Expo or something, and I ran into Ken Hawkins.
Ken Hawkins, they're gonna honor him.
I mean, and it was like he didn't really know me because I was too young, but I knew him. I said, Ken Hawkins, and he still had that same voice. And he was living in, because you know he passed away, but he told me he lived in Palm Springs.
Yeah, I know his son. His son is following in his footsteps.
I was with
Ken Hawkins Jr.
I was with Ken. It was me, Ken, Harry Elson from the Friends of Distinction. I Can Dig It, He Can Dig It. We were all together about a week or two, and Wally Roker. You're 1,000 miles away. We were all together.
Yeah.
You know? And Ken was trying to bring a show back into Cleveland, but God took him home like a week later. Yeah. And Ken Hawkins, for everybody that doesn't know who Ken Hawkins, he's one of the greatest DJs to ever live.
He was our Don Cornelius. Yeah,
he's the original Don Cornelius because he had that type of show back in around 1961, 62.
Yep, he sure did. Yep.
WJMO.
Right.
WJMO.
And he invented he coined the phrase, put a little glide in your slide and a little dip in your hip.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, that the Funkadelics used, but he coined it first.
Oh, you got a hole in your soul.
You're right. You got if you don't like this, you got a hole in your soul, right?
That's right.
Johnny, you remember?
Man, hey, I can't. I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't take it no more, y'all. This is too much for me. It's too much.
Do you remember WABQ?
Yeah, I remember WABQ.
Okay, do you happen to know Jim Stevens? That was the music director down there.
Jim Scorpio Stevens.
Yeah,
I
that name ring a bell. Anyway, the reason I asked, because that's who discovered me, was Jim Stevens.
Oh,
yeah,
great
put
guy,
me into
man.
the retail game. Put me in the retail game.
Wow. Him and the rag man. Him and the rag.
Yeah. Blue Raglan.
And you can't say WABQ without saying Mike Payne now.
Right.
Oh yeah,
y'all mentioned JFK High School. Isn't that where Lynn Tolliver and Dwight Chilliams went to?
I knew Lynn Tolliver since I was 7 years old. We used to walk to school there. We lived 2 streets from each other, and Dwight lived in between us. But Lynn Tolliver, again, one of the greatest DJs on radio, who we just lost him. But he helped discover, a lot of the groups. He won a suit. Was it P. Diddy that he sued? Who was that he sued?
Oh, you talking about Lynn? Oh yeah, he got Black Eyed Peas.
Right. They sampled.
Yeah, I Need a Freak. They took I Need a Freak, and then Cardi B took it after that. So he had money. His wife got money.
Right.
Coming in.
Yeah. What did he do? He wrote it?
Yeah. I Need a Freak.
And you're talking about the DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote I Need a Freak.
He wrote he sang on there. If I need a freak every day and every night, I need a freak.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know.
I need a freak in underwear.
Right. But a lot of people don't know that Lynn played guitar. When we used to be like 7 or 8 years old and I wanted to sing, I used to come over to his basement and he would play records and then he would play the guitar. And then he wanted to be on the radio, and I, of course, wanted to be a singer. And he ran away when he was about 9 or 10 years old and hid in our friend Dwayne's attic for 2 days. Wow. That's how bad he wanted to be a DJ and with the little suitcase record players.
Wow.
But he was a guitar player. Because I remember
he came to see me play live at a White Rock club, man, and went crazy. Yeah. That's why he was so into it. I never knew he played guitar.
Yeah.
This is something else, man. Thanks for telling me that.
Yeah. Hey, can we do like part 2 at another time, because this is I got an early flight to catch in the morning, and this is just too much for me. We need to do a part 2.
Definitely do a part 2. We appreciate your comment, and we definitely gonna do a part 2. Maybe around the holidays or something. But yeah, we definitely got to do a part 2. This was amazing. I'm so happy. I got to shout out to DJ New York City Ken for hooking this up. And all
you didn't even know I was from Cleveland.
No, I didn't. I was shocked when I read the information about you coming back. I think it was Cathedral Latin, right?
Right.
Coming back and getting this stuff. I was like, wow. I said he's like 3 years younger than me or something. I think you said you came out in 75.
Yeah.
And I came out in 72.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so happy to be there, and I'm glad that John and Mike Calhoun was able to join, and even Funky Skunk from Indianapolis for a while.
Yeah, me too.
The OGs and young Chad is just sucking this up, getting inspired to make some amazing music. With him being from Cleveland, now he's in Florida. But
nice to meet
thank
you
very much. We appreciate that.
Yes.
And we'll do a part 2. And thanks again. I'm gonna go back on mute.
Okay, brother.
All right.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me, y'all.
Thanks, y'all.
Love you much, Johnny. Take care.
Okay, love you too, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Pete.
Love you, guys.
Can we listen to it? The stream, is it somewhere where I can let people know? The interview?
Yes. I sent it to you on I texted it to you from YouTube.
Yes,
and I sent you the original link. I had an issue with Google Drive Google updated a couple days ago, and it's not letting me send anything on my Google Drive bigger than 25 megabytes. I'm trying to figure out what the hell that is, because with Google Drive, you can send anything. I'm like, wow, I'm not really that savvy on that stuff. But yeah, I figured out Dropbox or something. But yeah, I get you the whole thing, and you can.
I'm gonna see if I hope the Browns are playing when I'm there. I'm gonna try to go to a Cleveland Browns game Sunday on the 22nd if they there.
Okay.
All right, appreciate you again.
Sounds good.